The AI revolution is going after the jobs of poor little UGC creators who are just there to make sure that our e-com stores, DTC brands explode in advertising and get through ad fatigue and all the issues that comes when running ads. However, not all of them are built the same way. In fact, I tested so many AI UGC generators in our agency where we have serviced 30 plus brands to make ad creatives that push past the scaling barriers. And so in this video, I'm gonna rank the best UGC AI generators so that you don't spend your hard-earned cash and waste a lot of money on stuff that looks like this. Look at her neck.
To stay warm in your own home.
So with that being said, let us begin. Hi, my name is Camilo and I run Epic Ads Lab. Last year alone, we made over 4,000 UGC ad creatives for our brands, and some of them were actually AI generated. And here's an example of one.
If you rinse your toothbrush, you're gonna watch this. According to researchers from the University of Manchester, there are over 100 million bacteria living on your toothbrush.
Now, if you didn't know that was AI, would you have guessed it was? I mean, for the trained eye, probably you would have, but for everybody else, this stuff actually works really well. And if you go on Google and you search AI UGC, you get tons of different companies that are claiming that their AI UGC videos are the absolute best. However, a lot of them are heavily edited because that's kind of what the situation is. So I'm going to cut through the fluff, and using this tier list system, I'm going to tell you which ones are a waste of time and which ones are not. We're going to start with Creatify. So Creatify claims that you can grow your business with AI powered video ads, and they have tons of examples of ones that look very good. However, if you actually do use it and you try it, they actually are really bad. The audio syncing is terrible. The creators use weird facial expressions, and they are very limited in terms of how many UGC creators you can use. So don't be fooled by the very nice website and advertising. At this time, do not recommend Creatify. And for the pricing, you get 2,400 credits, which is like 480 videos, which sounds a lot, but you're going to be going through a lot of credits remaking the ads because they themselves don't look very good. That being said, they do have a lot of other features like URL to ad maker, where you're supposedly able to just add a link and it's supposed to make an ad, but really and truly, this is just not there yet. What it's going to do is it's going to take your images, AI generate some, throw in the AI UGC creator, but even this guy here, you can see in this video, he just doesn't look good. And if you're going to spend money on one of these platforms, I do not recommend this one. So Creatify, I'm going to put you in D tier. Next is UGC Ads AI. Now this one is a very good budget friendly option. 50 video ads a month, $249 a month. You might be looking at that and go, whoa, that's a lot. But actually the quality of these ones is a lot better. You get 500 plus AI actors. And I think they were one of the first ones in the scene. My only issue with them is that the lip syncing is just not there. I'm ranking these based on whether I look at this and whether I think this is good enough to spend money behind it. And if you just look at this video here,
here's how I turned $100 into $100,000 with this crazy AI tool called UGC Ads.
Her lips are not synchronizing, my guy. Would you put money on this? Would you trust your brand to be backed by this UGC creator? Probably not, no matter how much you're testing. There are also a few recycled creators from UGC ads that you might find in Creatify. And I think it's good that a lot of these try to add other stuff, like they have an all-in-one tool that does script writing as well as a UGC creation, but they just have a GPT that they made with a bunch of viral AI videos. Although when I tried it myself, they weren't well researched. They were just using very cash grabby, very standard looking hook templates, as opposed to diving into good research and using things that work at big spends and big scales. However, I think if you're going to start with one, it's not a bad one to start with, but there are better options coming up. So I want to put UGC Ads AI in C tier. Now the next one in the list is actually going to be Arcad. Whenever somebody asks me about Arcad's AI, I say this one has the best AI audio creator and the best lip syncing out there. Here's some examples of some ads that we have made with Arcad.
If your son or daughter is struggling with self-criticism, this science-based journal could be their savior. My daughter used to be so hard on herself. When I saw her, she was always criticizing every little thing about herself. It broke my heart to see her struggle like that.
That is probably one of the best looking lip syncs there. The voices as well. But when you select the voices, there is so much you can change about the voices, just like 11 Labs, which currently 11 Labs is the best voice AI out there. hands down. You can also do speech to speech, so you can actually drag in native audio from either a good UGC creator or somebody that you're trying to replicate, and you can just change so many things here, and you can make sure you get the audio right before the AI gets generated. Whereas with some of the other platforms that I mentioned earlier, you just put the script and then it auto does everything. And having that little bit extra control on the audio is game changer. So if you see here, I can play this and you get unlimited credits to test the audios, whereas some of them, they charge you credits to test audio. So you can see here,
I rediscovered purpose after leaving my career.
so that for me is a little bit slow, so I can increase the speed, maybe make it more variable, and then I can play again and it's going to regenerate the speech so we can hear it again.
The surprising way I rediscovered purpose after leaving my career.
And that's a lot better. But as well as that, there's also a bunch of tips that they give you on how to actually make sure that the audio itself can change a lot, which is hands down one of my favorite things about Arcad. However, with Arcad, there is a limit as to the performance of the AI UGC. Anything longer than 15 seconds, it does start to fall apart.
And then I dive into the prompt while listening to the soothing music that plays at the end, which all helps me slow down.
So here, it all breaks apart, but at the beginning,
Do you get angry easily? Then check this out.
it's a lot better. Just so you know, anything that is longer than 15-20 seconds doesn't really work. So what we started doing is reducing the length of the scripts from something like this to a lot smaller so that the videos don't break. But I would put currently Arcad with its very good lip syncing, its very good audio. It has a really good selection of actors, because you can see here you have loads of different actors. However, they do limit some of the best ones in the pro version, so you have to pay extra to get the higher quality creators like these, and the ability to clone your own actors, but then you have to actually speak to them. They're going to pitch you on a pretty big deal. So if you want to upgrade to pro, you have to go through a whole sales system. So it's just so that you're aware of that. However, I'm going to put Arcad currently S tier. Next we're going to look at is 𝐻𝐿. So 𝐻𝐿 are basically selling themselves as the placement for your entire ad creative and media buying team. And with 𝐻𝐿, not only can you make the AI UGC, not only can you make the ads by uploading a bunch of video content and it gets organized, and then you can literally say, make me an ad, as you can see here, but it also replaces other sites like Foreplay, AdSpy, etc., which is basically like an all-in-one system. However, the pricing is a little bit steep at $399 per month. And also the AI UGC is mid. It's actually very similar to Make UGC's level, which we'll get to in a second. And it's kind of designed to be very good at everything, but not an elite tier at one. So whilst I like 𝐻𝐿 for what they're doing, and I think a lot of businesses can really benefit from this, I'm going to put 𝐻𝐿 currently in B tier. Next is Make UGC. So Make UGC has a lot of marketing online saying that it can replace your entire AI UGC production. It allows you to, people can actually film with the product. However, if you want that aspect, you do have to pay $119 a month, and you have to give them a bunch of footage for them to create the AI generation part. So there are some extra steps. That being said, I think Make UGC is probably the best budget option for most people. Have a look at some of the creators.
Therapists made this journal to fit any busy schedule. I start every morning with 7 minutes of journaling.
It's actually not bad. The only tip I'm going to give any of these guys as a filmmaker, video creator, video editor is that there is not a lot of motion blur. Okay, so when I move my hand like this, there's no motion blur in the actual videos. If I zoom in,
am I the only one who thinks you shouldn't have to break the bank?
There's no motion blur, and a lot of them you can actually see the look at her neck.
To stay warm in your own home? Imagine if you could stay warm and comfortable during...
And these things really give it away in Make UGC. So for this reason, if you're going to use Make UGC, you really have to edit things in properly, as opposed with other ones where you can get away with just having the creator on screen for a long time. If you compare that to some of the videos that we get from Arcad,
The surprising way I rediscovered purpose after leaving my career.
this will sell me. This is something that's probably will sell me, as opposed to some of these Make UGC ones. So Make UGC ones, you really have to edit things in. I can give you an example of what that might look like. So have a look at this.
Why every hiker needs this heated vest. When I'm hitting the trail and the weather gets chilly, the absolute most trustworthy vest is this.
So you see how we have to really cut down only those bits that actually look good enough for the AI UGC.
To give you instant warmth, and it distributes.
Otherwise, if you show too much of it, it looks desynchronized and it's not the best. However, for the pricing that Make UGC has, which is $49 a month for 5 videos, $69 for 10. And if you compare that with Arcad's, so it's £85, so it's like $102 a month for 10 videos, whereas here it's $69 for 10. Make UGC is a more budget option. You just will still have to work with editors to make sure that the videos can look good. So for that reason, I'm putting Make UGC in A tier. Okay, so the next one is going to be Influee. So the only good thing about Influee is that they have a series of creators who were already part of their original offer, which is just being a UGC creator, but they have been replicated, and so you can choose to send your product to an AI UGC creator who has already been replicated. You can take an AI creator to actually talk about your product, which is amazing and saves you a lot of time, headache on trying to make your own from scratch. However, I'm going to show you some of the videos and I want you to tell me what you think of them.
Detox tea from 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐿 is my go-to choice for a natural cleanse. It's made with 9 potent herbs.
Energy Drink Unit 90, the most powerful carbohydrate drink on the market.
I don't know about you, but it looked like nothing was synchronized there. And here is on their website the example of a creator that they have.
Hey, what's up? I'm Urban, your personal creator avatar. Super excited to make some videos for endurance.
My guy does not look super excited to make videos for endurance. The main issue that they have is technology-wise, it's not there. The lip syncing is not good. The audios do not match up to the creator. And so you will have to do the same thing as Make UGC, which is heavily edit the video. And for the pricing, when you look at these prices, it's not going to be as affordable as Make UGC. So if I were you, I would only go to Make UGC or Arcad's at this stage. And for this reason, Influee is trying to do a lot, doesn't do it very well. If you're going to go to them for regular UGC, it's fine, but I wouldn't go to them for AI UGC. So I'm going to put Influee right at the bottom here. Next is Haen. Now, Haen is really just a generator to generate your own AI creator, and it's designed so that you can give it the audio. You can basically have a lot more control with the generation process. It starts at $24 a month for videos up to 5 minutes, and it's supposed to make it so that you have more control. However, one of my friends recently tested them for an AI video, and let me know what you think.
I used to be the person with 3 coffee cups on my desk by noon, but I haven't had coffee in 3 months and my energy is better than ever. Weird part? It's because of algae.
Now, when you're a company that dedicates themselves in making new creatives, you're probably going to be very good at it. So your technology is good. The lip syncing is pretty good. However, the AI creator doesn't look real and the expressions are not as native as they should be, but you can probably get away with it. However, for the amount of extra effort that you need to do it, as my friend said, it's no bueno. Like, it takes too much time and it's not as done for you and as easy to go to as the other ones. So for the reasons that I'm saying here, I think Haen is probably going to be another D tier. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one of these you use, because if you run these ads but you don't know what metrics to look at, you're going to make so many bad decisions when it comes to shutting off creative. So for that reason, you want to check out this video to learn exactly what metrics to look at in your ad account. And if you like these kind of videos, comment down below to let me know. If you want our pack of 1,200 ad creatives, then check the description down below and I'll see you in the next one.